Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a very special Sith Inquisition and Blistered Thumbs Guild, Disciples of Hatred, I suppose as might otherwise be known, glimpse into the Star Wars The Old Republic beta. As you can see in the minute, we're all just sort of hanging out, and in a varying amount of levels, actually, from 45 from our resident bounty hunter, and 43, almost 44 for myself, 20 from our resident Sith Inquisition, I believe.
Just got it too, just got my chain lightning, and oh yes.
Yes, power overwhelming, unlimited power, and all that.
Over 9,000.
Yes, over 9,000. And of course, we have a second Sith sorcerer. Seems to be a popular choice. Who is remaining silent? Okay. I won't bother to ask people to introduce themselves because, well, there's probably some people here who won't. So we're going to jump right into PvP. Now, you might be wondering, we seem to be of varying levels. How on earth can we PvP together? Well, in Star Wars The Old Republic, PvP below level 50 is all bolstered to be equivalent of level 50 in every way except the abilities you have. Lito, why don't you tell them a little bit?
In essence, you get all your stats power leveled up to about level 50 rank. The problem is that you don't get any of the abilities that you get as you level up to level 50. So you can go into PvP at level 10 and have all of the stats to back you up, but you have none of the advanced abilities and combat specializations that having a full tech tree and having trained all of the abilities gets you. So, I mean, you may have, talking Sith Sorcerer, you may have Force Lightning at that point, but you don't have all your shocks and stuns, you don't have a Chain Lightning, you don't have a lot of that very high target DPS and stuns that really save your butt.
Tis ever true, and of course, as someone else here would say, it seems quite likely that once things go live, low levels who get into PvP after the first couple of weeks are probably going to get laughed at.
Yeah, there's probably going to be a major issue with people trying to do PvP at low levels after the first month or so, and just being told that they're worthless. I can imagine BioWare splitting the tiers up a bit, but how much they do that, I'm not about to guess.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, from the two residents of our peanut gallery, anything to add?
Nope. I'm ready to kill. That's about it.
Alright, so then let's, fingers crossed for Hutball, but it's probably going to be, Void Star, if I know.
Why the Inquisition would waste their time playing Hutball, I don't know.
Well, because the Hutts have a portfolio of information you need, and only by winning a game of football will they give it to you.
Can I just kill them? Or torture them? Or both?
Maybe not in that.
There are plenty of things to discuss, though, while we're waiting. I'm speaking on just things that I've enjoyed, and, Force Lightning and Torture. The amount of times I've been able to use Force Lightning to get what I want in conversations has pleased me to no end.
Yeah, it's sort of like, force choking your way, through politics. It seems to be the Sith Warriors way, actually.
That's odd, because I haven't had that option, or I have not chosen that option at all. Maybe
you are missing out.
Further along in the level, since I'm only a mighty level 17.
Just in the past few levels, I've been doing a lot of stuff on Balmora. Just doing the past few levels, I've had at least 5 or 6 opportunities to figure out a problem with Force Lightning.
What problem can't be figured out with Force Lightning? I mean...
Not many. I mean,
yeah.
there are so few problems that Force Lightning can't fix.
Bet you can't change a light bulb with it.
I would try,
See,
and I think you're wrong.
See, you wouldn't need the light bulb after, because Force Lightning Cure cancer, force lightning. Deliver a baby, force lightning. It just works.
I don't know about that baby part, but you know, hey, I could be wrong.
You really probably don't want me to argue about how I could think of a way it would work. So we'll just say it does.
If the baby doesn't survive the force lightning, it wasn't strong enough anyhow in the first place.
Right. Okay. So, while we're sitting here waiting, why don't we currently go over the 3 implemented PvP, I guess they call them
War zones.
war zones that are currently implemented. The first and foremost is the Alderaan Civil War. Anybody else here have experience with that so far?
Haven't been able to get to it.
I don't think I have. I've only done 3 of them.
Well, for those who might not be aware, the first, the Alderaan Civil War, is essentially, and I do hate to try and draw comparisons to World of Warcraft on this one, but essentially there are 3 control points, and each control point happens to be a large anti-aircraft cannon, or series of anti-aircraft cannons, and each side arrives on a dropship, and the objective is to shoot down the opposing team's dropship. And in the story, it's to control all of the cannons so that you can shoot down Imperial or Republic ships as they cross the borderline. So essentially, you have to get to the points, kill your opposition, control the point, and when you control the point, the cannon starts firing on the ship. The longer you control cannons, and the more of them you do control, the more damage is done to the opposing ship. And we are kindly interrupted by the queue.
I think we can talk about the others as we get to them, but let's see what we...
And it's Hutball!
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for some Hutball?
Oh, this is the big one. This is the one that people have been really excited about.
And for good reason.
Now, obviously, on the screen right now, on the loading screen, we see a couple of the basics of it, but Nobu, what are the big objectives and strong points of Hutball?
Well, I'm actually going to let the announcer take that one.
Ooh.
Sentient beings, the glorious and colossal Gerada the Hutt welcomes you to the pit. Take it away, Baron Deathmark.
Listen up! These are the rules of Hutball. 2 teams, frog dogs and rotworms, chosen by random draw. 1 ball, slippery as a greased hut. Grab the ball, throw the ball. Get the ball over the opposing team's line any way you can, and your team gets a point. Weapons, name-calling, and cheating are all encouraged. But do not kick the ball. Huts don't have feet. Show our sponsor, Gerada, the respect he deserves.
So there you have it. That is essentially Hutball. In front of us we have a gigantic field of death, multi-layered, with a neutral ball in the middle. And our objective in about 5 seconds is to get the ball and get it to the opposing team's goal line.
I thought it was to get the opposing player into the fire.
Let's play Hutball!
That too.
I thought it was kill everything.
Well, you can do that too. Now, as people are very quickly going to see, there will be an initial conflict in the middle.
Frog dogs, grab the ball! Run, frog dogs!
And yes, try and predict the ball carrier. However, chances are, yeesh. So what I'm going to be doing here is putting my Sith Juggernaut, or Sith Warrior Tank, shielding ability on the ball carrier. By the way, fire hot. You don't want to stand in that fire. However, you do want to knock your opponent into the fire, as you just saw there.
Or off.
And apparently I'm a bad jumper. Anyway. The goal line, of course, is up top. And I'll see if I can't get myself up there. Okay, fine. They're going to force me.
Battle hurt in the morning. Frog Dog's on a rampage.
So, getting killed is, well, it's pretty much going to happen. So, don't fret it when it does. However, the ball carrier will continue to be illuminated by a gigantic pillar of light.
Frog Dog score!
Are you in the end zone still?
No, I'm coming up behind you.
We just scored.
Right behind you. Yes, indeed. These kind of games can get out of hand pretty quick if one team, you know, is passing the ball, working as a team. Keeps getting knocked off, you know, that sort of thing.
As a fortunate side note, acid is also bad.
Yes, the acid pool in the beginning is also very bad. And here you see easily scoring a point.
Yeah, we have two consulars chasing one of our weakened allies, which I'm going to try to assist with.
You want to stay or do you want me to stay?
Neutral ball.
I'll
Let's
stay.
go berserk!